Well, first of all, just a quick review of our match against Drake. You know, each year it seems like we go down there and have a big battle, and we definitely lived up to that again this year. We had another 5-set match, and I really felt for us on the offensive side it was kind of an up and down match for us. And I've talked a lot up here about our hitting errors and how we need to work really hard at improving on that side. And again, we had another match where we had 34 attack errors, but I think what's interesting about that is in games 2 and 3 we only had 4 in game 2 and 2 in game 3, so 28 of our errors were in 3 of those sets. So I think the positive side is seeing those games 2 and 3 where we are very capable of making a lot less errors. And I think on Friday or Saturday against Drake, some of those things, it's just we get forced into hitting things that we don't have. You know, we have a plan, we know what's open for them defensively, but we have to understand that we're not always in the best position to hit those shots. So really working harder with our kids to figure those things out, because I think once that starts happening, then we get a little bit tentative, and in my mind, that causes a few more errors on our side. The other thing is we did have mixed in there some errors that I thought, in my opinion, were aggressive errors, things that are more acceptable. You know, you have a shot open, you go for it, you miss it by an inch. You know, some of those things were happening as well. But I think, unfortunately, with our history with our attacking errors, even if we're missing that way, it kind of snowballs into other things. So that is an area we have to pick up on. I was really proud of our defense and not letting what was happening offensively affect our defense. We had a great defensive effort, 100 digs, we had 13 blocks. Kayla Hainline was a part of 9 of those blocks, so really had a great match for us, both offensively and defensively. We had 5 kids that were in double digits for digs, so again, very proud of our kids that we didn't let that snowball into the other side of our game, which we have done that before. So a great effort on our side. For us, obviously, this week, offense will be a key of what we're trying to work on and be better for what's our last regular season conference weekend. It will be a crazy weekend when you look at the conference race. There are 6 teams that we know for sure that are in the tournament now, but where those 6 teams are positioned is completely wide open. For us, we have the ability to finish tied for 3rd, anywhere from tied to 3rd to 5th. Obviously, we have to win both of our matches, and then a couple other things have to happen in order for us to be tied for 3rd, but that's the range that we have, and not one spot is finalized until this final last 2 matches of the weekend. So a lot of fun, a lot of craziness. And again, our last home weekend, which it's really hard for me to believe standing up here that I'm saying that. It's been a really fast season, in my opinion, but we're looking forward to being at home for the last weekend and recognizing our 3 seniors, like Colin said. We have Bradley on Friday night, which is a team that is at the bottom of the conference, but again, taking sets or really close in sets to some of the top teams in the conference. So we have to come ready to play. They're going to have a nothing to lose attitude. We played them last year kind of in the same position and went 5 games with them at home last year. So a team that also we played very early in the season, so we have not seen a lot on them because the video matchups haven't been one where we've watched Bradley a lot. So today we will spend a lot of time watching film on Bradley to see what we need to do to prepare. And then turn around and play Loyola, who is a team that is secured into the conference tournament. Loyola is a team that last weekend had number 1 Wichita and number 3 Missouri State, and they went 5 with both teams, ended up losing. They had Wichita down 8-3 in the 5th, but couldn't hold on. So obviously a very good Loyola team. And I think one of the things that makes them so strong is they're very good, again, offensively and defensively. They're top 5 in all stat categories on both ends. They have a great serving team. They're first in the conference in serves right now, and also second in the conference in blocks. So a great Loyola team that I know when we went there, I definitely feel like they did not feel they competed like they're capable of. So I'm sure they have a lot on their mind to make sure they let us know what they're capable of. But a very good, very well-coached team. But we're looking forward to the weekend and, again, trying to get better. I told our kids, you know, we don't have a lot of time, practice time. We're in a position right now where our kids do need rest. We need to rest some of the nagging injuries that come at this time of year. So every minute we're on the court, we have to make sure that we're getting better, and each rep is going to make a difference. So we'll have shorter practice time, but again, a very intense and focused practice time as well. Our seniors, 3 seniors, just briefly mention Haley Wandry, defensive specialist, Autumn Allitz, a middle blocker, and then Jana Brockhaus, who's the middle blocker right side from Germany that we had this year. But really looking forward to recognizing these 3 kids. Autumn and Haley are 5th-year seniors, so have obviously put a lot of time, energy into our program, and has been a very important part of all the teams that they've been on. So very excited to recognize their efforts, both what they've done on the court, but I think more importantly what they do off the court for us. And then obviously Jana has only been with us for a semester, but she has just been a great addition to our Panther family. We consider her one of ours for sure, even though she's only been here for a semester. So looking forward to recognizing those 3 kids. I know it is a very crazy, fun Panther weekend. I just say spend your time in the Dome in the McLeod Center this weekend. How much fun is this? It's fun to have things going on, but we want to watch the other stuff going on too. But we will watch some of those things, but we also will be preparing for what will be a fun weekend for us as well. Any questions?
For Friday's match, is it kind of nice that they bring Patrick Sullivan back to the McLeod Center? And of course, he was a part of the staff a few years ago, and fun to have him back in the surrounding.
Yeah, Sully was a volunteer coach for us a few years ago, and he just, he's in the conference now, obviously in the opposition, but is a person that definitely keeps track of us, roots for us, obviously not when we're playing Bradley, but yeah, it'll be great to have him back. I think he's bringing his family back as well, so we'll be good to have him in the McLeod for sure.
With these last 2 games to go in the regular season, how do you feel about your team, where you're at, and just how this team's come together?
I like, this weekend was good for us because Drake is a tough place for us to play, and I thought we did a really good job, like I said, for the first time in probably 3 or 4 matches, not letting the offensive side affect our defensive side, because we are a defensive team. There's no doubt about it. And we can do things on the offensive side to eliminate some of the things that are happening, which, we'll continue to work on that. But really feel good about our team and how we competed. Obviously we have another 2 opportunities to continue to follow through with that and get better. And I know I wasn't here to talk about Missouri State Wichita, but that weekend was not a good feeling for us. And so I feel like we've really gotten out of that and more on the aggressive attitude side, which has been a positive for us. All right, thank you.